Well, hello. A while back I made a YouTube video on how to uh, go through the process to rebuild your cartilage in your joints, your fingers, knees, elbows, hips, ankles, because they make a whole lot of money off knee replacements and hip replacements. I talked to a lady friend of mine, elderly lady down in Georgia, here a while back, and she told me that when she had her knee replaced, it was like $20,000 procedure. Pretty expensive. I'm going to show you how to do a procedure that'll save you all that money and a whole lot of pain. Now, I just got done heating up water in the microwave. I use this little Pyrex glass here. The reason I don't heat up my water or any food in plastic in the microwave, the reason is because the microwave, for whatever reason, whenever you heat something up in the microwave and it's in plastic, it pushes the chemicals of whatever you're heating up into the drink or the food that you're eating. And it was around this time when the microwave became a fixture of the American kitchen that infants, babies, started getting autism and brain cancer. It went off the charts. But anyway, this stuff I have here is Knox gelatin powder. I have the bottle in the other room. You can find them on Amazon or Smart and Final, any place like that. Knox gelatin powder. That's part of what you need. Now, these two little things, these packets of Truvia, I use this simply for flavor, because just regular gelatin powder ain't gonna taste too good. And then I take the gelatin powder. Now, gelatin powder is very, very sticky, very sticky. So you got to be careful on how you put it in there, or it just gets to be clumps. What I do, and I heat my water up for 6 minutes in this little Pyrex glass, and then I start just gradually pour a little bit in at a time and spin it like a whirlpool. Just keep doing it. Constantly spin this thing, and so when you start pouring this stuff in here a little bit at a time, it spins up, it gets all mixed in. Now, these so-called YouTube and internet gurus just tell you to take some gelatin powder, put it in a glass, and drink it. That's not how you do it. They tell people a half-assed way of doing this, and when it doesn't work, they say, oh, it's all BS, and then they quit doing it. Because the medical establishment makes a killing. I mean, seriously, a killing off of knee replacements, hip replacements, and this and that. I mean, for a 70-year-old lady to get a knee replacement that costs $20,000, people get double knee replacements, gets hip replacements, and then several years later they have to do it again. They're making some bank, and that's just off one person. Okay, so after you get all that spun up, and I'll show you, when you do it right, as I did, you have no clumps. No clumps. Like I say, gelatin powder is extremely sticky. And then, as an addition for flavor, I like tea. So I just get my tea in there. I get it soaked real good. But this is only part of the procedure for rebuilding the cartilage in your knees, your joints in general. Now, how I discovered this, an old man I've known my whole life, he'll be 89 this month, and it's April 2025. And many years, I never knew it. I've known the old man my whole life. And he had leg braces and ankle supports. Was always in constant pain. Well, he gets these alternative medical newsletters. There was a doctor down in Texas that found out the procedure. And man had it in his medical newsletter. The old timer said, I'll give it a shot. And so this old man who'd been wearing leg braces and ankle supports for years did this doctor's procedure. Did it exactly the way he said to do it, as I'm showing you now. In 6 weeks, he noticed he didn't have any more pain in his knees and joints. And when he told me this last year, he said, after I noticed there was no more pain left, he said, I took my ankle supports and my leg braces off, and they'd been in my back of my closet for the last 15 years. This old man turns 89 this month, and he still does not use leg bracelets and ankle supports. But he does this every day, just as I do. Sometimes on my weekends I get a little lazy. But the main things you have to do, this right here, MSM, and they make them now to where this and the other main ingredient come in the same bottle. MSM works with a gelatin powder to help rebuild your ankles. But this is the main one, hyaluronic acid. You can see that. Hyaluronic acid is the transport system that transports the gelatin powder and the MSM to your joints. Fingers, elbows, knees, ankles, hips, all of them. And I started doing this. I do it every day. I don't have pain. I'm 59 years old. I'll be 60 later on this year. But it's like it's better to get started early, because I've known people younger than me that have had knee replacements, hip replacements, some multiple times. And they're younger than me. So if you don't want to go through all that pain, because your cartilage, just like machine parts, your human body needs maintenance. And so if you don't do routine maintenance, you can have problems when you get to be older. And some people get problems when they're younger than me. And so like I say, the hyaluronic acid is the main thing. It gets all this to your joints and helps rebuild your cartilage. And so I just wanted to make a second video of doing this again, just in case anybody missed my first one. But yeah, Knox gelatin powder in Pyrex or Corningware. Don't use plastic. And then I use the other stuff just for flavor, as far as Truvia and bag of tea. But you put the gelatin powder, 2 teaspoons is all you need, and you get you spin it up into a whirl, and you gradually put it in there, and then you let it sit. It's going to be kind of toasty after you bring it out of the microwave. Always have some ice cubes on hand, unless you're going to let it sit for a while. And then after you drink it, you take one of each, 1 MSM, and hold on a minute, and 1 hyaluronic acid, and guarantee you'll never have to get a hip replacement or a knee replacement. Anyway, I gotta go.